Manipur Water Resources Department to lift water from Tobal Dam and Loktak Lake to solve gripping water crisis in Greater Imphal and its surrounding areas. Three drug peddlers arrested with 50,000 pieces of contraband WY tablets during operation at Lilong Hauro, Hangam Thabi in Tobal district. Manipur government launches crackdown on Myanmar-made Canbo bike. Use of Canbo bike in Watertown mooring ban. Powerful quake measuring 6.8 on Richard scale hit Ecuador and Peru. At least 14 people killed, homes and buildings damaged. And Dr. R.K. Ranjan stresses on natural farming, says government has made target to transform 1 crore farmers into natural farmers in next 3 years. Hello, you're watching IS English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. I'm JESSIA OINAM giving you the news in detail. Manipur government has directed the State Water Resources Department to lift water from Tobal Dam and Loktak Lake to solve the gripping water crisis in Greater Imphal and its surrounding areas. Water Resources Department official, while speaking to the media, stated that they will work aggressively on the initiative taken up by the state government to address the issue of water crisis, for which they are constructing a canal measuring around 18 km up to Malom and which will be completed by March 20. The official further stated that water will be soon supplied to the people in Greater Imphal and surrounding areas with water from Loktak Lake and Tobal Dam. The water from Loktak Lake would be drawn up to Malom, while Tobal Dam will be supplying water to Jinkhaiching Reserve, official quoted as saying. About the water level at Tobal Dam, the authorities confirmed that the dam has a capacity limit of 125 million cubic meter and it right now stores around 75 to 80 million cubic meter of water. The dam's water level is approximately 869 meters above MSL. They reassured that the dam has enough water. They went on to say that in order to supply the Jinkhaiching Reserve with water throughout the year, it would take approximately 10 to 12 million cubic meters of water. However, this could change if there were water leaks at some points. They added that approximately 20 million cubic meters of water would be sufficient to supply Jinkhaiching with water throughout the year if the water leakage was minimal. The representatives of WRD insisted that there is no shortage of water at Tobal Dam and that the water level will rise when there is rainfall, maintaining that the dam would be able to supply water for more than 3 years even if the absence of rainfall. The officials recalled that the Tobal Dam provided water for irrigation during the Manipur drought of 2019 that destroyed numerous paddy fields. They added that even though many rivers in Manipur have dried up, the Tobal River continues to flow with the help of the Tobal Dam. Officials informed us that Loktak Cliff Irrigation LLI has 5 canal networks: Imphal Main Canal, Imphal Low Canal, Imphal High Canal, Moirang Low Canal and Moirang High Canal. LLI has been activated to provide water to Imphal areas. Manipur police added another feather to its cap by arresting 3 drug peddlers along with 50,000 pieces of contraband WY tablets during operation at Lilong Hauro, Hangam Thabi in Tobal district last night. Police identified the arrested as MD Itiyazur Rahman alias Nanau, aged 24 years, son of MD Nur Rahman, resident of Lilong, Hauro, Hangamthabi in Taubal district. MD Amir Khan, aged 24 years, son of late MD Lahimuddin, resident of Lilong, Yangbi Laikai, Boroi Makong in Taubal district, and Abdur Wahid, aged 36 years, son of MD Nasir Ahmad, resident of Kaiku Makha Laikai, under Porangpat police station in Imphal. The trio were arrested at 10:50 p.m. according to the police report. Two vehicles, one Maruti Suzuki Eco Van and one Maruti Suzuki Swift Desire, one backpack red in color, and 3 mobile phones were also seized from their possession. The operation was conducted by a combined team of CDO Imphal East, CDO Taubal, and personnel of Lilong Police Station led by Inspector K.H. Henry Singh, officer in charge CDO Imphal East Unit under the command of K.H. Herojit Singh, additional SP Operation Imphal East under the supervision of KSH Sivakanta Singh, SP Imphal East. The arrested persons along with the seized items are being handed over to Lilong Police Station for taking up further necessary legal action. The Manipur government has launched a crackdown on Myanmar-made Canbo bike in the state, impounding 28 of them. The police in Churachandpur seized 26 illegal Canbo bikes during a drive. According to the report, the seized bikes have been brought to Langtabal for necessary procedures. Separately, the police in Kamjong district impounded 2 Canbo bikes from Kamjong town and Kasom Khulen. A large number of Canbo bikes are used in Mori town and other places of Technopole district. More borders, Myanmar. Meanwhile, use of Canbo bike has been banned by the Indian authority in border town Mori. A team of Mori police station announced the ban using loudspeaker across the town today. A team of Technopole police, Mori police, and commandos impounded Canbo bikes in the town. A powerful quake measuring 6.8 on Richard scale hit Ecuador and Peru on March 19, killing at least 14 people, damaging homes and buildings and sending panicked citizens into the streets. Visuals of destroyed buildings, crushed vehicles and debris and damaged roads in cities surfaced online as rescue officials rushed to the land. 8 while panicked citizens rushed out of their homes and business establishments to take shelter in safe areas. As per the United States Geological Survey (USGS), the earthquake's depth was nearly 66 kilometers that struck at 12:12 local time. Authorities reported that the municipality of Balao in Ecuador, close to the border with Peru, served as its epicenter. According to reports on social media, the tremor was also felt strongly in other cities like Guayaquil, Quito, Manabí, and Manta. In a Twitter message, Ecuador's president Guillermo Lasso urged people to remain calm and be informed of building damage through official channels. Seismological authorities in Peru initially reported a magnitude of 7.0, but hours later, the magnitude was reduced to 6.7. Natural farming emphasizes on use of chemical-free practices and easily available farm resources, which are manageable for better economy and conservation of nature in long term, said Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, Minister of State for External Affairs and Education. The minister was delivering a speech on the concluding day of a 3-day-long international conference on natural farming for revitalizing environment and resilient agriculture organized by Central Agricultural University, Kau, Imphal, at College of Agriculture, Iroisemba, Kau, Imphal. Natural farming considers the principle of agroecology in its center, integrating crops, trees, and livestock with functional relationship fulfilling the need of all living organisms. It helps to reduce dependency on purchase inputs and will help to ease smallholder farmers from burden of high cost of inputs and promotes sustainable life. The term nature farming has been emerged a few decades after the World War II, Dr. Ranjan noted. He said he came across the term and methods of farming through the Tegro Society of Rural Development run by late Pannalal Dasgupta of West Bengal. The Tagore Society of Rural Development practices in collaboration of Mansanabu, Fukuoka's philosophy and approach of nature farming in fully depend on the natural ecosystem. According to Fukuoka, every seeds of different crops, vegetables and trees were having inherent capacity to germinate and grow with the natural ecosystem. Hence, he adopted 5 principles of nature farming. The government of India has realized the fact and conceptualized its importance for building the future of the nation and humanity. Emphasizing over their consciousness on natural farming, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana RKVY, Parampagrat Krishi Vikas Yojana PKVY and Bharatiya Krishi Padhati BPKP Yojana are being implemented in the country to encourage the farmers and transform their way of farming into natural farming. During recent Union Budget for 2023-24, the government has made a target to transform 1 crore of farmers into natural farmers in next 3 years. Central government will provide subsidy to establish 10,000 bio-input resource centers in different parts of the country so that movement of natural farming can get a momentum, Minister Dr. Ranjan added. Chief Minister N. Biren today met Union Minister for Labour and Employment and Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, at the latter's official residence in Imphal. The 2 leaders deliberated on the measures for conservation of reserve and protected forest areas, destruction of poppy cultivation, and the means to provide alternative crops to assist the farmers. The crime branch on March 19 arrested 3 persons involved in a human sacrifice incident that took place in 2019 Ambubachi Mela at Kamakhya Temple in Guwahati. Sources say that at least 4 people were involved in the crime of human sacrifice when a middle-aged woman's headless body was found near the Durga Temple in the Nilachal Hills. However, only 3 of them were apprehended. The woman was killed in another location and her beheaded body was dumped in the Jai Durga Temple in Kamakhya. Despite the fact that the incident occurred in 2019, the police had no idea who was responsible. Today, following 4 years, 3 of the charged were captured by the wrongdoing branch. The accused are being questioned at an undisclosed location. Ahead of the Ambubachi Mela, on June 19, 2019, a middle-aged woman's headless body was discovered near the Durga Temple. At the time, police officials stated that the deceased's identity was still unknown. They also said that the body did not show any signs of fighting, which could have meant that she was knocked out before being hacked to death. Ahead of the delimitation exercise of constituencies in Assam, a full bench of the Election Commission of India (ECI) will visit the state from March 26 to 28. During the visit, the ECI team comprising Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar and 2 Election Commissioner Anup Chandra Pandey and Arun Goyal will meet various stakeholders, including political parties and civil society, and hold discussions before the delimitation exercise of constituencies in Assam. The Commission has chosen to visit Assam in order to ascertain the actual situation and the expectations of the stakeholders and general public regarding the ongoing delimitation exercise in the state. During this time, the Commission will meet with political parties, public figures, civil society organizations, social service providers, and state administration officials, including district election officer and deputy commissioner, to acquire first-hand information. The Commission stated that it wants all stakeholders to collaborate in the effort and offer insightful ideas so that the assignment is finished on time in order to gather information regarding the ongoing delimitation process. The Assam government earlier scrapped 4 districts and merged them with other districts by a decision in a cabinet meeting just a day before the Election Commission imposed ban on administrative reforms came into effect. A major fire broke out in the wee hours of Sunday, March 19 morning at Hauriapet Market in Gosaigaon under Bongaigaon district. Speaking to the media, Market Committee President Nur Muhammad said that at least 12 shops along with goods worth crores were gutted in fire. Many shops have turned into ashes following the fire incident. Primarily, the grocery shops and several other shops of public use were gutted in fire. Shops like grocery, electronic garments, fruits, medicines, stationery, computer are completely destroyed. The extent of loss is yet to be ascertained, but a total of 12 shops have been reported to have been completely destroyed. The Market Committee, the cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained, though preliminary reports suggest that the fire might have started due to short circuit. The fire brigade reached the spot and managed to douse the fire, but 12 shops were completely gutted in the fire. Meanwhile, an investigation has been initiated in the incident. Now it's time for a short commercial break. Keep watching IS News.
Ana Layengi office ki thabak amadi koiba chatpada India ki konung New Delhi da laifam leitabaki awaba koklagani. Delhi airport kayam naknana lairiba Mahipalpur da Manipur miyam ki damakta laizare Hotel Ambrosia. Laifam ki oina lupa lising amadagi hauraga pung kunmari pickup amadi drop ki taxi service laigani. Restaurant service ka loinana tongan ba khudong chaba kaya phangbigani. Vishal Mega Mart, Ambience Mall, DLF Mall amadi irap laptana nungairaba mafam kaya yobada khudong charaba mafam amani. Ngasi ba contact tawbirau Hotel Ambrosia A217 Road number 6 Mahipalpur. Phone number 9643504772.
Introducing Wonder Chef, one of India's leading brands in cookware and kitchen appliances. Inspired by Italian design and German standard of quality. Holding more than 100 plus products such as chimneys, cooktops, grinders, and much more. Now open at Nagaram Block A, Stadium Road near Punya Hyundai showroom. Special launch offer will be available for all customers from 15th to 30th March. Please visit the outlet at the earliest and enjoy the benefits.
Welcome back. You're watching IS English News. India saw a single-day rise of over 1,000 fresh COVID-19 cases after 129 days today, March 19, while the active cases increased to 5,915 according to the Union Health Ministry data. A total of 1,071 fresh cases were reported in the country in a span of 24 hours, while the death toll increased to 5,30,802 with 3 latest fatalities. 1 each reported in Rajasthan and Maharashtra and 1 reconciled in Kerala. According to the ministry data, the infection tally stands at 4.46 crore. The active cases now comprise 0.01% of the total cases, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate has been recorded at 98.8%. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4,41,58,703, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.19%. According to the ministry's website, 220.65 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide coronavirus vaccination drive. Now the sports news. Two Indian boxers will be in action today at the World Women's Boxing Championship at the Indira Gandhi Sports Complex in New Delhi. Nikhat Jareen in the 48 to 50 kg category will face Walam of Algeria, while Manisha will take on Rahimi Tinau of Australia in the 54-57 category for the round of 32 matches. Yesterday, Indian pugilists continued their winning spree at Neetu, Ganghaus, Preeti and Manju entered the pre-quarters in their respective weight categories. Commonwealth Games gold medalist Neetu, 48 kg, began her campaign with an RSC win over Do-yeon Kang of Korea, while in the 54 kg, Preeti emerged victorious by a narrow 4-3 margin against Perigico of Romania in another round of 32 bouts. Manju, 66 kg, defeated Kara of New Zealand by a 5-0 verdict. In Women's Premier League, 2 matches are scheduled today, while UP Warriors will take on Mumbai Indians at DY Patil Sports Academy in Navi Mumbai at 3:30 p.m. this afternoon. Royal Challengers Bangalore to meet Gujarat Giants at the Barboni Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 p.m. this evening. In tennis, Indian Rohan Bopanna and Matthew Ebden of Australia have won the Indian Wells double title in California, United States. The unseeded team of Bopanna and Ebden defeated top-seeded pair of Dutch players Wesley and Neil from Great Britain 6-3, 2-6, 10-8. Yesterday, Bopanna and his partner Ebden beat Americans Jack Stock and John Isner 7-6, 7-6 to reach the summit clash. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur Water Resources Department to lift water from Thobal Dam and Loktak Lake to solve gripping water crisis in Greater Imphal and its surrounding areas. Three drug peddlers arrested with 50,000 pieces of contraband WY tablets during operation at Lilong, Hauro Hangamthabi in Thobal district. Manipur government launches crackdown on Myanmar-made Canbo bike. Use of Canbo bike in Watertown Mori banned. Powerful quagmires rank 6.8 on Richter scale hit Ecuador and Peru. At least 14 people killed. Homes and buildings damaged. And Dr. R.K. Ranjan stresses on natural farming, says government has made target to transform 1 crore farmers into natural farmers in next 3 years. That's all we have in this bulletin. Keep watching IS News.